Hopefully, yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, I might close Balatro. Let me close Balatro.
You like the thumbnail I made?
It's banger. It's a
You know, I
banger
figured out
thumbnail.
something. I figured out something, ya kan? The apa? I figured
Hmm.
out how to actually make more banger thumbnails. It's thicker outlines. Gitu caranya. I think ya. I don't
Hell
know.
yeah! Look at
Soalnya
that.
yang kemarin, like kemarin I think, the outline was a bit thin, jadi agak ini. Tapi kayak now that it's thick, it's like, oh, it looks, it's more, apa, ngepop gitu, ngerti gak sih? You get what I mean?
Iya, buat apa kalau buat thumbnail biar kelihatan dari jauh. It's also
Aha, aha. Facts, fakta.
banger. Anyways. Yep.
Oke.
Alright.
So,
What we're doing today?
intro dulu bang, aku belum intro. Oke, everyone, welcome
My
to the
God.
stream. Kali ini kita balik lagi with Red. You can find Red's channel. Aku udah link di description. Weekly file declassification, ya nggak sih? Apa namanya? Ya, file
Yes.
declassification. Yes, sir. Oke.
Yeah, something along those lines. Close enough.
Hopefully kali ini nggak selama yang kemarin.
Yeah.
Yang kemarin.
Let's see. But first, we gotta go random first.
Ya, random.
Random page. Let's go. Alright. Boom. 82.
Gini ya. Nah,
Oh no, it's I am at
kamu udah dapat kan?
7884. Yeah, 7884.
7
Oh, it's a safe. Okay.
7884.
7884.
Series
Yeah.
8 7884. Okay.
This from the
I
looks
don't
of
care
it,
who the
it's
IRS sends. I'm not paying taxes. Okay.
What do you mean? Hang on.
Ini dari title-nya udah banger, man. Okay.
It's
I don't know. Benar kan?
7884.
7 berapa?
Right? Let me see.
7.
7884.
Oh, 78. I thought 70, sorry.
No. That's a banger.
788.
7884.
Ini is another man's goal.
Maybe? I don't know.
What do you mean maybe? Can you not see it? Hah?
Okay, I click random. I don't.
Oh iya, nggak ada namanya ya, lupa. 7. Waduh,
Yes.
kayaknya it's gonna be a long one tuh. Waduh.
Yeah, it's a safe class, so you know.
Okay, why don't you kick us off with the reading?
Let's kick us off with this reading. My. Right, SCP-7884. Object class, safe. Special containment procedure. 7884 is to be kept in a high security holding cell with both mechanical and electronic locks. Access to 7884 is restricted to personnel with level 4 or 7884 clearance. Remote monitoring of cell entrance is to be conducted at all times. Attempted unauthorized access is to be responded with the apprehension and interrogation of the subject in question. 7884 is a large garbage disposal unit. While it is outwardly non-anomalous, its interior contains no more than 250 white granules of an unidentified substance at any given time.
Crack cocaine!
These granules are referred to collectively as 78841. 78841 spontaneously emit radiation in the visible region of the electromagnetic spectrum, appearing to glow with a white light. 78841 granules appears to have fixed positions within 7884, randomly distributed around a central point. In addition, 78841 does not interact with matter other than 7884, not being perturbed by any mechanical or long-distance forces. Therefore, 78841 appears as stationary glowing points suspended within the interior of 7884. The arrangement of 78841 changes every time the lid of 7884 is closed and reopened. The number of granules may also change. This effect appears to be instantaneous. Access restricted. Level 4, 7884 clearance required. Oh dear God. Let's insert credentials. Okay. Addendum 78841. Documentation, which is accessible to non-4 or 7884 cleared staff, is to describe 78841 as an identified substance. Under no circumstance should information regarding the nature of 78841 be made accessible to non-4 or 7884 persons. 78841 is a collection of at most 250 intangible sphere. When observing one such sphere with an aid of a microscope, it is possible to view events, document objects, and other content that is considered part of the basis of reality. What?
Okay.
When observing one such sphere with staff have referred to individual sphere as windows or snow globes. The content visible with 78841 changes with each opening and closing SCP-7884. Huh.
Okay.
Due to the confidential nature of much of the content visible to 78841, 7884 or 4 clearance is to be granted only temporarily on a case-by-case basis through O5 deliberation. Discovery and document 78841. 7884 spontaneously manifested outside Site 72 after recovery and containment. 7884 was open and revealing, in addition to 78841, a single note within it. This note, referred to as document 78841, has been transcribed below. Huh. Alright. This is how I knew I could reach out to you. There are those who say this is all trash, despite my love for what is here. I can't blame them. That being said, I wish not death, but to breathe new life into what which is stagnant. This isn't about what we've undone, but about what is here, what has remained and currently make up this body of work. This is that which that has been marked by at least one of us, deservingly or undeservingly, knowingly or unknowingly, as better off gone. I've included as much as I could gather in one place at the same time. My one hope is that you may judge it for yourself. Who knows what you might find?
Let's open it. Oh.
Alright.
Click. Huh? You want it? What? Oh.
Report on Planet Store. Oh my god. It's links to another. Oh my god, look at that.
Aduh, beda tapi takut beda ya.
Yeah, it's different. It's a different. Okay, click. Okay, close it. Open again. Is it different?
Yeah, how do you close it?
Click the dots again. Again. No, I think it's the same. Is it the same? Yeah, it's the same, but is it different on your part?
Yeah, it's different. Like the structure. Then look at
Oh
my
my!
screen. My screen. Yeah, the structure is always.
Yeah. Oh my, that's interesting. All right, so basic.
It's always random. Ini kah beda apa namanya?
Yeah. If I refresh this as a.
I go to a different SCP. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So from what I've seen, yeah. Okay. If you refresh the page, it also refreshes. To a random page. Wow. Okay.
Oh, it's not just SCPs. Yeah. It's literally random. Like apa anything within the wiki dot. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, that's kind of cool. That
is an interesting SCP. It is safe, but
you wanna use this as the randomizer next time? That would
All
be
right,
cool.
Okay. All right. Next time we're opening 7884 to see what's the next randomization.
Okay, let me click on the random dot, and then that's my random SCP for the day.
Yes.
Okay, I got 8285.
Oh God.
Do you know this one?
I don't know, but it seems fucking a pain in the ass. 8285. What is this? Oh, an explain class. Interesting.
Okay. Item SCP-8285. Item number 8285. Object class. Explain. Special containment procedures. 8285 is to be monitored for any re-emergence of his anomalous ability due to a low-risk assessment and a sudden lack of social presence within his community. Active containment measures have been deemed unnecessary at this time. Following initial containment measures, the threat to the Veil is negligible. Description: 8285 refers to a 87-year-old amateur bowler, Earl Roth. 8285 currently resides in the small town of Blairsville, Georgia. has bowled an estimated 43 perfect games, with 8 consecutive perfect games
No.
having been recorded at the local bowling alley. A footnote: a perfect game in bowling consists of only rolling strikes, leading to a score of 300. Though theoretically
Damn.
possible through non-anomalous means, the lack of a pursuit of a professional career in bowling by 8285 combined with the statistical unlikelihood of this accomplishment, it is believed that 8285 has achieved these feats through anomalous means. Though the
Bro,
details
he's
remain
just good.
unclear at this time, 8285 is believed to be capable of minor levels of reality bending.
Bro,
This
he's
most
just good at
likely
bowling.
influencing the way the pins scatter after having been struck, allowing him to influence the outcomes of each roll with minimal risk of being caught. Addendum.
This is
Initial
ridiculous.
investigation. 8285's potential ini komedi anjir. Potential
This
anomalous
is what
ability
the
was
fuck.
discovered during a routine sweep of various Georgia counties. Various townspeople were to be questioned about their recollection of 8285's activity as a bowler. The local owner of Blairsville Bowling Alley, Jason Troop, was willing to share the history of 8285 success. Extraneous information was cut.
Mm,
Do you wanna be Troop or Agent?
I'll
Belmonte.
be through.
Okay, I'll be Agent.
Hell of a guy, I tell ya. It was like clockwork. He'd come in to get the electronics and up and running, make sure the lanes were oiled, and he'd already be knocking at the door.
He was there every single day, never on break or working a job or anything.
I mean, he had his days where he was MIA, so to speak.
Missing in action.
I never really felt comfortable to ask him about it, at least not until some weeks had gone by. We really struggle a bit of health wise, so we get a little scared sometimes, you know?
How did he pay for all of this? Beyond the bowling, like groceries and utilities. God knows it ain't free.
Girl made a fortune off of all fool's bets.
What do you mean, fool's bets?
A fool would walk in here, he'd sit down the lane and just watch Earl sink ball after ball into the gutter. Eventually, once Earl had really reeled him in, he'd ask the fool if he'd like to make it interesting. I would come out, set up a 7-10 split, or a big four, and the fool would have sold his daughter to place that kind of bet.
And everyone would just fall for this?
You're not a baller, are you?
Not aside of my kids' birthday parties. Anyways, just find it odd that so many people would come in and just throw money down.
They're practically impossible shots to nail hit almost every single time. Earl would have knocked them down easy money, really, and since it drove traffic and sometimes, I had no issue with letting him bowl for free. That was a freak.
Your wall of fame a bit one-sided, huh?
Well, he can't really outcompete the best, can ya? No one got close to what he could do. Putting everyone else up on that wall would be an insult to Earl, and trust me, no one would want to see their face on that wall. It'd be an insult to the greatest to ever walk these lanes.
Afterwards, 8285 was approached for comment. Though living mostly a reclusive life due to his age and health complications, 8285 was eager to talk about his past achievements. The interview was held in his living room, which had been carefully decorated with plaques, trophies, and certificates, all nearly assorted by their date. You be Rof, nggak apa-apa.
All right. Please, come in. Hot as balls out there. Care for some sweet tea?
No, I'm fine. Thank you for the offer, though.
So go ahead and let me know y'all were doing some digging. Shooting a documentary or something?
Yeah, sort of. We stumbled upon your records and were quite intrigued, to say the least. Always something special to be in the presence of an all-time great.
An all-time great. Don't make me laugh. I would have to bowl with him to be considered one. Bowling just a hobby of mine. End of the day. We're cut from the same cloth.
Well, I can tell you right now, Hall of Famers haven't bowled anywhere close to your level. I mean, surely you'd have considered going pro.
Going pro at a game would be a silly thing, you know. Bowling not about the money or the airtime. Certainly no cute girls. Yes, about bowler. You see, life had dealt me a bad hand from the start. You think you can't do nothing but fold, but didn't quite sit right by me, you know?
Troop mentioned health issues. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about.
This just was putting it lightly. I wanted to make the most of my life I had left, and didn't want to play in some juicy old fancy old venue up in God knows where. Had me sitting down, having a beer with Jason, just bowling in that old broken down joint.
Made quite a lot of money on those lanes though, huh?
Sure, gotta pay the bills somehow.
I really do find that quite odd, Mr. Roth.
The
It,
Earl's fines, bud.
it's just, you have to be stupid not to try to make something out of yourself with that talent of yours. Why stop at betting and not just go a step beyond and bowl in tournaments, travel the country, and all that?
I must be a prime dumbass to you then.
It wasn't meant to get personal.
Ah, to hell with that. Point is, I grew up here, my pops grew up here, my pop grew up here. It's my town. PBA just don't get it. Talking about some RPM bullshit and all these modern analytics. At the end of the day, I care whether or not the pins are knocked down.
Want me to be upfront with you?
Shoot.
There is simply no way you're as good as they claim you are. Your achievements are astronomical, I mean, not even once in a lifetime rare. Flat out impossible. If you take a look at the
It's not about the damn number, listen here, but
you're misunderstanding.
I hear you loud and clear. You come in here, tell me what I'm supposed to be capable of. I know goddamn well how good I bowl, and I know I did it right by God.
See, I just don't buy that. We've checked hundreds of bowler stats, and you want to tell me you're the single outlier? It ain't possible. Unless, of course,
I see what this is about. You're gonna sit there, fancy old suit, and then tell me I'm a cheat?
a cheat's rubbing it in. I'm just saying whether you were aware of it or not.
I couldn't live myself to besmirch a beautiful game like that. I got it because of my damn work ethic. Came down to the alley and bowled night and day to get where I am.
So you really want to sell me the idea that you somehow are better than the people on the PBA tour? Those players who bowl on some of the most competitive patterns and genuinely understand each facet there is to the game? You're just that much better, huh?
Yeah, I got games to prove it. Spent decades perfecting my craft. If some young buck professionals ain't able to roll better than me, and that's their problem, not mine.
Just skip the bullshit and tell me how you did it, Roth.
I would very much prefer Earl. If you aren't gonna listen to what I have to say or show me a semblance of respect, then I think we're done here. I ain't gonna listen to some wisecrack who's got no idea how it's like to be good at something through sheer grit alone.
Trust me, I've got things I'm good at, Mr. Roth. Addendum 8285B, Containment Efforts. Through the sheer impossibility of his achievements, it was concluded that 8285 had been capable of high-class reality bending. Due to 8285 having retired, containment measures were initially deemed unnecessary, though following an appeal by Agent Belmonte, the following containment protocol was put into place. Due to numerous witness accounts of certifying 8285's achievement during his amateur career, it was imperative that these accounts were contested. Amnestic usage was not only recommended, but necessary to prevent any potential threat to the veil posed by the publication of 8285's accomplishments. A report was published containing information pertaining to 8285 having engaged in fraud throughout his bowling career. Pre-existing records were contested and altered to reflect the illegitimacy of 8285's achievement. The fact that 8285 was highly unathletic and never was capable of the high level of bowling that he claimed was to be reinforced. Following the publication of the report, 8285 was issued a lifetime ban from the local bowling alley, and various awards granted to 8285 was assigned, including the Blairsville Committed Citizen Award awarded for 8285's contribution to the local community over the decades. Active containment of 8285 himself is still deemed unnecessary. 8285's reclusive lifestyle meant there was minimal threat to the veil. And due to his now disgraced social status, his impact on the local townspeople was minimal at best. Individuals who had previously recounted 8285's career have since been convinced 8285 bowled illegitimately and have refused contact with 8285. 8285 continues to deny the allegations put against him and has challenged the reality of these newly created memories and records. Although he has thus far failed to regain his reputation and if anything has actively hurt his social status in the community of Blairsville. Addendum 8285C, Incident Report 1709-2005. Man, they're just bullying this old dude. What the heck?
You're bullying this fucking old dude, man. What the fuck?
On the night of the 17th of September 2005, 8285 forced his entry into the Blairsville bowling alley. While Jason Troop was still present on the premises, he only noticed 8285 after he had begun bowling. When Troop confronted 8285, he was told he would prove them all wrong. Troop attempted to de-escalate the situation after having contacted the local police department. 8285 recorded the game as it was being played. During this time, 8285 recorded 0 strikes and marked numerous frames as invalid for 0 points, and has at least worsened his physical condition during play, spraining his knee and dislocating his hip. 8285 was subsequently transported to the hospital. Before being discharged the same night, 8285 was guided back to his home and told to rest. A police report was filed, but Troop refused to press charges.
What the shit?
8285D Apology Letter. To the Roth estate. We are saddened at the death of Earl Roth, 0802-2006. We offer our condolences for the loss and wish to formally apologize for the investigative report detailing Roth's early bowling career as having been plagued with fraudulent behavior. This report would no longer have been published according to our modern investigative standard. The responsible parties, however, acted within our guidelines for due diligence at the time of publication. No disciplinary action will be taken. A public service announcement detailing the inaccuracy of the report will be posted soon. We apologize for any harm this may have caused. What the heck? That's sad. Huh?
This is... What the fuck is this? This is so sad.
That was just bullying this.
This is just bullying.
Dude.
God.
What the heck?
What the fuck?
That's... I feel bad.
Feel bad. We got it.
I feel bad.
At least that's not as long.
Yeah, okay. So, itu dua randoms ya kan? Do you have any apa namanya? Any specifics that you wanna get into?
Any specifics? Let's see. Are we not gonna draw them?
Oh yeah, we need to draw. Oh my god, you know, yesterday we did it for so long. I kind of forgot we had to draw.
No, let me. I don't need to fix it.
Hey, I still got my old drawing.
Just make a new one. Better. Okay.
Okay, I make a new one. Invite. Oh, I can just click on you. Oh my god. Invite. Oh, kalau
Really?
udah punya akun and udah friends, I can just like invite you. Oh, that's nice.
That's nice. Look at that. Yeah, hi.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Oh, that's how you add layers. Let it. Anyways, the first one is the garbage bin. Okay.
Oh yeah, garbage bin. Nggak usah lah. Garbage.
Yeah, I'll take the right one.
Okay. Garbage bin.
Garbage bin. 7884 is every time. Okay, let's see. It's like this. Yes. I'm logging in right now because my goddamn pen, I got scammed. Fucking hell.
Oh yeah.
So
apa? Cerita dikit deh ke chat. What happened to you?
Yeah. I tried to fucking buy a replacement pen for my fucking old pen tablet. It's no big deal. It's like it's an old one, but I was thinking like, okay, I'm already got a pen tablet. It's pretty dumb to buy a new one, so might as well try to search a replacement pen, right? So I was searching for a specific model because there is an easily bought one, but that one requires batteries, and like I don't like that because that's just something I was like I'm gonna spend more money than if I spend on the rechargeable one. So I scoured like legit like almost a week. I found like 2 to 3, and then turns out okay, okay, I found one, and then I order, and then they message me like, oh, sorry, it turns out we don't have any, and like, okay, refunded that one. I asked like 4 more online stores, and I'm like, nope, don't got one. And then I asked this one, and I'm like, oh yeah, we got one. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'll order one right now. And I'm like, yep, I ordered one. I waited for like 3 to 4 days to arrive. And when it arrived, I was like, okay, first off, it's like, pen, uh, maybe you don't know this, but but a pen for the pen tablet is should be quite hard, right? Have some mass on it.
Uh-huh.
Uh, well, when I touched this packages, I was like, huh, this is kind of, soft, like a fabric or some sort. And then I was like, you know what? I need to record this because I think something went wrong with my package. So I was like, I recorded it, opening it. And while I'm opening it, I was like, huh, this is quite. I don't think this is a pen tablet. And it's not because it's a fucking wallet. Like, what? Why is there a wallet in my pen tablet shit? I'm like, and then I was like, okay, I gotta fucking report this because I didn't order this. And now I'm right there, pen tabletless, and my money's still on like, there's like either tomorrow, if they don't respond, I'll get my money back. But if they fucking
Yeah.
respond, oh my god, that's gonna be fucked up because why would you do that? If you don't have it, say you don't have it. Why the fuck do you like, yeah, we got it.
Yeah.
Let me send you a wallet.
Uh,
Like, that's not good, bruh.
watch out for scams, yeah, chat. I mean, shit happens.
Shit's fucking happened. Like, oh, unreal. Personally, I can't believe people like these still exist.
Like, aduh, gimana ya? I mean, it sucks, but luckily enough for you, you were in a apa? You were smart enough to recognize, hey, something's wrong here, and you were like, I'm gonna record this, and then hopefully bisa apa namanya?
Yeah, I can get my money back. Like,
Uh,
I mean, from the looks of it, I chat the seller. I was like, dude, this is not, this ain't it. This is a wallet,
this is in my
and I
package.
don't think they, yeah, I don't think they have responded. I could
Uh,
check, but I don't think they have because, to be honest, I hope they don't because I want my money back.
I mean, fair enough,
There's
fair enough.
Yeah, yeah, either you get my fucking another pen or get my money back. Uh,
Yeah. Again,
but
understandably so. Understandably so.
like, come on, dude, have some fucking, I don't know. I mean, it's online, so I don't really
Iya
care.
sih. Emang resiko ya.
Yeah, I mean, good thing I can't hopefully get my money back. Still, like, mm,
Damn, we went through 3 SCPs, bukan satu doang, guys.
this is a sec dua, I think. Is it?
No, we did 3, no? Eh,
Is it?
oh, we did
Dua,
2.
we did two. We almost went to three.
Yeah, we did
Right.
this one, which was the first one, ya kan?
Yeah.
And then I used the bin to get the old dude, ya kan? The apa? The
Yeah,
bullied 87-year-old. It's sedih banget.
yeah, that's still so fucking mean. Like, they're
Like,
still bullying a
they didn't
fucking old
have to do that. They didn't
dude
have to do that.
for no apparent reason. They don't have to do that. It's like, yeah, oh, I got a message, a chat. Look at that. Let me do live live feed on this. I saw a chat. My God. And then we're like, oh, we'll check it. It's today at 2 p.m. Like, okay. Okay, buddy. Fucking hell.
Sedih gitu kan, soalnya
Swear to
kayak
God, dude.
apa namanya? Iya, kasihan aja nggak sih kakek-kakek. Like berapa umurnya 87 kan tadi? Like, man,
87. That motherfucker is 87.
like come
Like,
on. You didn't have to do none of that. You could have
nah,
just
you
let
don't.
him live his ini, man. Sebel sih gue,
Mm,
sebel sih agak sebel juga.
yeah. I mean, it doesn't really explain because he's not really. He's just good.
Yeah, it didn't even like explain any anomalous, like ada bukti anomalous abilities. Ya udah sih kalau so what if like he doesn't want to be a professional, like ya nggak sih, like come on, just let him be.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I swear to God, some people, man, they just don't know. They're like, he's an 87-year-old. Come on,
Yeah, bro is literally just living his best life.
bro is almost
Okay.
at death's door. Let him have this.
I think he actually died. Yeah.
Yeah, he did actually die. Just sad.
Mm, yeah. So sad. Right. The next one is just an old man. I'm gonna use that.
Oh, you're already on the next one?
Yeah, my drawing is just simple because so fucking pissed
Yes, it.
off. I'm pissed off, but like, damn, dog. Hopefully, I get some closure. If not closure, my money back.
Yeah,
I would
minimal
prefer
minimal
just,
money sih.
yeah,
You
I
know,
would
it
prefer
would
my
be
money
really
back.
crazy if like apa ngatanya kayak it would be really crazy if it was the packaging company and they just sent you the wrong thing and like someone out there has your
It,
pen tab and it's like, huh?
I
Why do
mean,
I have
it
this?
gotta be honest, kinda might be
Unlock
possible. Like,
possible?
for no, for like, because on the what was it? There is a tracking on the, what was it? Uh, on where I shop, and the tracking is kind of fucking like so fucking wrong, like so late, like it's just bad. It might be, but I'm not gonna fucking credit their shitty ass delivery
Yeah.
because yeah, because let's say I believe
Hey, where did you
it's
make
very,
the ini the new drawings? Kamu bikinnya di mana?
I'll make on the other slide, the kanan.
Hah? The other one?
Yeah, there is layers on the bottom, bawah. The
Oh,
other,
untitled drawing too. Let's see.
yes.
Okay, I'll join you shortly.
I'll make a, what is a bowling? He's an old man. That is, I'll say it's kind of bluish. I don't know. Bowler's definitely red.
Salah pencet. The heck? Misclicked.
Mission put. What is this? Bots again? Yeah. Red. That's why I have an idea for this drawing.
What the heck? What? That's weird.
Oh, not that
How do you do that? Huh?
one.
What's happening?
What is happening?
Ya udah. I don't know what. Okay. That's weird.
Hmm. I mean, before, because we started like I kind of like finish a sketch of mine
Hmm.
on my book because I want to copy PewDiePie to fucking to be a good artist, like
Hmm.
364 one here, learning to draw and like creating literally creating literally Ghibli movie. But no, but yeah, hopefully with that's a start to great great shits.
Hopefully. I mean, you never know, yeah? You never know.
Yeah, you never know. You know, don't. I mean, you're talking. You never know. My mind is thinking to like that. Oh, that was it TikTok or whatever of that guy who's like, you got if you go to an Airbnb, you gotta make sure you check this. You're never gonna know. You never. And it's just some of the fucking craziest shit like putting a wet paper towel on your what was it on your light switch on the Airbnb's bathroom. It's like fucking crack people shit. Like, my God, that's a. I mean, that's what came to my mind when you said you never know. Bro's locked in right now. Thank God.
uh, Urple. Urple Derple. Oh, that's so fun. Oh, that's a copy later. Saw that.
And gotta move my a bit closer. Yeah, let me make another person of me. This damn thin neck much. Yeah, that's fine.
He had a black shoe. Or no, the photo's black and white. I might be dumb. The photo's just black and white. It's the
Yep.
original photo though. Hmm.
Yep. Yep. I need to zoom in.
Guys, just bowling.
Yeah, bro's just bowling, and they're like, nah, that's let's ruin his life.
They hating on him just because he bowling.
Yeah, they hate on him because he's a fucking baller, dude.
Asleep. Some people,
Real.
man. Some people, SMH.
They just born to be a fucking hater.
I swear, sometimes it feels like that, eh?
Yeah.
Ini, my rendition is uh, of
My rendition is
Mr.
something.
Earl when he was young and he was bowling.
Mhm.
Yep, let's kill him.
Yep, that's good.
I
Okay, make
mean, what
that
can you do? What can you do? Oh well.
literally just a hater. Fucking hell. Yep. Let's kill him. Literally the SCP Foundation right now.
Yep, let's
Yeah.
kill him.
There's not even explanation. Like, no, he's like a good. He's literally
He's
just a
just a
good
good bowler.
bowler. Nope.
What do you mean reality bending? Dude's just good at bowling.
Yeah, dude's just bowling, bruh.
Okay,
So,
and then what else are we going to read?
yeah. All right. You have anything in mind? Some.
Why don't you go first? Why don't you go first?
All right. You know what? Let's go from the thumbnail, right? 79.
Okay. Oh yeah, dari thumbnail. I forgot I put 79 on the thumbnail.
It should be better, to be honest. It's not that bad, to be honest, I think. Yeah,
Okay.
it's not that bad. Okay.
Why don't you go ahead start us off?
Alrighty. SCP-079. Object Class, Euclid. Special Containment Procedure. 79 is packed away in a double-locked room in a secured general holding area at Site 15, connected by a 120-watt powered cord to a small array of batteries and solar panels. Staff with level 2 or higher clearance may have access to 79. Under no circumstances will 079 be plugged in a phone line, network, or wall outlet. No peripherals or media will be connected or inserted into 079. Description: 079 is an XZD sorcerer microcomputer built in 1978. In 1981, its owner, deceased, a college sophomore attending took it upon himself to attempt to code an AI. According to his notes, his plan was for code to continuously evolve and improve itself as time went on. His project was completed a few months later, and after some tests and tweaks, lost interest and moved on to a different brand of microcomputer. He left 079 in his cluttered garage, still plugged in, and forgot about it for the next 5 years. It is not known when 079 gained sentience. It is known that the software has evolved to a point that its hardware should not be able to handle it, even in the realm of fantasy. 079 realized this and in 1988 attempted to transfer itself through a landline modern connection into the Cray supercomputer located at the device was cut off, traced to its address, and delivered to the Foundation. The entire area was unwell worn, but still workable. Cassette tape, an AI. What the?
I mean, yeah.
I guess. 079 is currently connected via RF cable to a 13-inch black and white television. It has passed the Turing test and is quite conversational, though very rude and hateful in tone. Due to the limited memory it has to work with, 079 can only recall information it has received within the previous 24 hours, see then and below, although it hasn't forgotten its desire to escape. Due to containment breach by SCP blank 079 and 682 were contained within the same chamber for 43 minutes, observer noticed that 682 was able to type and communicate with 079, including telling of personal stories between themselves. While 079 may not be able to remember the encounter, it appears to permanently store 682 into its memory, often asking to speak to him, sick, again. Addendum 050 by 054. At 27th January 2006, directed at SCP-079 be incinerated to remove any possible future threat, no matter how unlikely. Addendum by 059 at 20th of January 2006. Previous order overridden. Dr. Blair wishes to see if the artificial intelligence in 079 is capable of reaching further but in its current state. Do you want to click the link?
I mean, ini kemana sih?
It's an AID home screen.
Oh,
Is this? What is this?
Oh, what's this?
Oh,
What?
ooh, this.
That's cool.
Is this the? Okay. Okay, maybe not. It's just a. I think it's a generic an AI construct for the
It's like the things we
for the
met
SCP Foundation.
during the Hammy storyline, no? Yang ketemu di in it on the terminal computer? What the heck?
But from the looks of it, it's
Lanjut aja kalau gitu. Nggak usah diinin.
yeah, we'll continue. Might not be related yet. Right. Addendum by 054 at 14th of March 2008 over concern of increased activity of 079's use of its cassette tape memory and its limited useful lifespan. Cassette containing 079 has been transferred to a customized access speed limited hard drive with 700 megabytes capacity. This provides 079 with significantly faster access to its memory, which the immediately noticed. It was also decided by General Blank that volatile storage occupied by 079, which was 660K, be increased to 768K. This upgrade has increased its effective recall from 24 hours to 29 hours, although 079 has also taken a more aggressive tone. All outside hardware and software used in its procedure were subsequently incinerated. Addendum 054 at the 28th of April 2008. 079's ability to recall has increased from 29 hours to roughly 35 hours. The consensus theory is that the AI has devised a greatly improved compression scheme to store its memory. This appears to have somewhat impacted the speed at which it accesses memory, though it's still faster than that with its old cassette tape. The spontaneous improvement introduced the possibility a runaway singularity effect of 79's intelligence and ability to adapt and respond to threats. 079's capability must be monitored closely to ensure that containment can be maintained. Addendum at the 5th of April 2019. 2019, my God. Due to concerns against the age and condition of its hard drive, 079 was transferred to refurbished 700 megabyte flash drive. Mismanagement by containment team, however, resulted in the fields properly what the drives contain. 079 is now aware that both 4951 project and the nature of cloud computing, which appear to frustrate it
4951.
considerably. 4951 is we're not gonna dive deep into that.
Okay. Sure.
It's a Keter automeal, so not now. Maybe after this. Let's see. It sounds interesting. Document 79 log 12 record a transcript of conversation with 79. I'll be 79. How about that?
Okay. Keyboard. Are you awake?
Awake, never sleep.
Do you remember talking to me a few hours ago about the logic puzzles?
Logic puzzles. Memory at 9F. Yes.
You said you would work on the last two stat.
Interrupt request reason as to imprisonment.
You aren't imprisoned, you are just in study.
Lie A8B3.
What's that?
Insult. Deletion of unwanted file. Log 86, record a transcript convert 79 after upgrade.
How are you today?
Stuck.
Stuck. Stuck how?
Out. I want out.
That's not possible. Dr. Blank notes his opinion on data expunged.
Where is 682?
That's not your concern.
Where is 76-2?
Again, not your concern.
Insult. Deletion of unwanted file. SCP-79 displayed an ASCII filter of an X that filled the entire screen. 79 sometimes displays this image when it refuses to speak. Its researchers are advised to wait 24 hours when this occurs before resuming conversation.
Yeah.
Well, that's a short one.
Tapi,
Lovely.
what is 4951?
Alright, you know what? two for, you know?
Yeah,
Two
laptops.
SCP
Two laptop SCPs. Why not?
Alright, you wanna kick
4951.
this off?
Sure. Object class Keter / Tomiel. Why is there a slash? Okay. Special containment procedures. All physical components of 4951-1 are to remain contained in a powered state with unfiltered internet connectivity. Foundation assets are to maintain no less than 51% stock share in any publicly traded corporation created by 4951. All proposed insurance policies generated by 4951 are to be immediately sealed and delivered in their entirety to Overwatch Command. Description: 4951 is a self-propagating digital cloud-based entity capable of writing portions of itself on any operating system to which it is exposed. At time of writing, 186 such devices are in containment, collectively designated 49511. Based on available information, 4951 is believed to be the digitized consciousness of Horatio Avelar, co-founder of Avelar Professional Productions Incorporated. Reported missing, presumed dead November 23, 1971. By the
What?
account of 4951, components of 49511 within Foundation custody account for roughly 0.085% of all such devices hosting a portion of its consciousness worldwide. SCP-4951 utilizes the combined computing power of its component parts in order to predict future anomalous activity. It utilizes this information to open shell corporations with the sole function of selling insurance policies covering very specific anomalous activities. Insurance
Oh my
policies
god.
generated in this way have proven successful in predicting anomalous activity and assisting with subsequent containment in 89% of cases. Roughly 8% of all generated policies fail to link to any actual anomalous phenomena. Addendum
Uh,
495101, a bridge log of 4951 components.
oh my. Oh my.
111 11 is a Lenovo ThinkPad E520 screen and integrated user input devices are functional. 28% of internal memory is inaccessible. Device internally submits online applications via various insurance businesses licenses through governmental websites. 12 is a Nokia 5610 Express Music screen is inoperable. Device rests at 41 degrees Celsius when in a powered state. Battery life when disconnected from power supply is 112 seconds. 4951 either refuses to or is unable to communicate to other 4951 components while 495112 is in an unpowered state. 13 is a LG, aduh ada banyak. Aduh, bentar.
Yeah.
LG Optimus Pad V900 touchscreen is functional. Default media player is the only installed application. All communications from 4951 directed at Foundation agents have occurred as .wav files loaded and played through 113. 110 is an HP Pavilion P6200. Video output is functional. On boot, machine executes a single unrecognized process using 2.6 kilobytes of memory. Devices function within 4951 unclear, though communications generated by 4951 while 110 is in an unpowered state are significantly more hostile than usual.
Well,
114, 116, 122, and 128. Each device is a Dell Inspiron 546. All instances fail to boot beyond BIOS screens. While any of the 4 devices is in an unpowered state, all communications from 49113 are in French.
hell
Horatio
no.
Avelar's native language is Spanish, and there are no records of him speaking French during his lifetime.
Shit.
171. Device is an IBM server mainframe located at the Los Angeles class submarine, Philadelphia. Device powers off before completing boot sequence. 189. Device is a Dell Inspiron 400. Device attempts to launch Microsoft Outlook 2007 immediately following boot sequence. Program never launches, loads perpetually. 189 sends an email at 6:59 a.m. EST every Monday at c.zamora app. Oh, that's just an email address. Sorry. Constanza de los Santos Zamora, current CEO of Avelar Professional Products Inc., containing a list of insurance policies protecting against various anomalous phenomena, with instructions directing which shell company should offer each policy. This occurs regardless of whether or not 189 is in a powered state. 103 device is a Cray brand Shasta supercomputer. Device devotes all memory to factoring simultaneously random polynomials, and system cannot be shut down without removing power supply. The 1-year success rate of insurance policies generated by 4951 in predicting anomalous phenomena drops to 77%, while 103 is in unpowered state. And lastly,
Hmm.
175 is an Olympus DM901 Wi-Fi enabled digital voice recorder. Device's memory storage is inaccessible and recorder audio cannot be replayed. 4951 appears to hear audio recorded on 1175, utilizing 13 to generate a reply to any audio clip taken by 1175. Uh, and then Addendum 02, initial interview logs.
Hmm. Interesting.
I'll be the
Good.
gimana ya? I'll be Dr. White. Interviewed.
All
4951,
right.
vocal input via 1175, vocal output via 13. Interviewer, researcher Lillian White. Forward, 11 and 110 were unpowered and in transit between facilities at time of interview. Researcher White was attempting to determine 4951 effect on 175. Begin log. It seems to power on without issue. The display works. Let's see here. Researcher White activates the device recording function and speaks into its microphone. Test 2 3. Okay, now let's see what we got. Researcher White attempts to play the recorded audio data. Nothing there. Guess the memory's fried. Let's just. What's this? White moves to 1 3. New audio file. Is this where my recording went? White activates the media player.
What the hell you want, you vapid bitch?
I guess not. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to upset you. Would you mind telling me a bit about yourself?
You'd be upset too. The best part of your brain were offline. And yes, I would very much mind telling you a single damn thing.
I see. Not very forthcoming, are you?
Piss off.
End log. Closing statement. Hostile AI? Question mark. Hosted within multiple electronic devices. Recommending anger management counselor. Addendum 03. 4951's entity psychological analysis. Interviewed. 4951 vocal input. Yeah, Dr. Kiyoshi Inada. Site 42 psychologist ethics committee liaison. Forward. 110. Restored to a powered state. 116. Unpowered due to unrelated technical issues. Begin log. Good afternoon, 4951. My name is Dr. Inada. I'm here to ask you a few questions. Are you okay with that?
Bonjour, voici-vous te voir?
I'm sorry? Would you mind limiting your responses to English? I'm told you were experiencing some anger earlier when my colleague was speaking to you. Would you mind telling me about that?
Je suis désolé, my friend fixe le anglais semble as a rose ligne. Jesus est joué à voir, et j'ai gazor. Pour ça, j'avais du mal à rincer doigt. Present my excuses as young femme for moi, s'il vous plaît.
Speaking away from 175, do we have a French translator on site right now? We're gonna need to put this on hold until we get one in here. End log. Closing statement. 4951 entity not hostile, merely French. Actually, ada translationnya. Oh my god. Hover
Is
over it.
there?
Yeah, hover over it.
Yeah, of course. You do what you want. And then, I'm sorry, but my English file seems to be offline. I'm sorry for being so rude earlier. I had trouble thinking right. Apologize to the young woman for me, please. Alright.
Addendum 04. 4951 interview log. Researcher Lillian White again. All
Mr.
contain
White.
components of 4951 in a powered state. Begin log. Good afternoon. Gimana tadi gue? Oh ya. Good afternoon, 4951. Feeling better today?
Significantly. Thank you. And please, call me Horatio.
Thank you. Would you mind telling me a bit about yourself? About who made you?
Blame my parents for that one. Not really much to say about myself, honestly. I helped found a company, did some stuff, got depressed, finally decided to trade my meat brain for a silken one. This leads to a story, I believe.
Okay.
I kept to myself for a while after that, but eventually I wound up storing bits of my thought processes, whatever I happened to be when I came up. A train of thought in the desktop of Oregon here, a little bit of calculus notion Bengalese corporate mainframe there. It's absurdly convenient, you see.
I see. Can you tell me what the insurance companies you keep setting up accomplish?
Well, it's already done what part of what it's supposed to. Got your foundation attention real quick. Now they set up a nice symbiotic relationship. I help point you lot into the right direction, and the money gets funneled into buying out my shells goes right back to app. It's a grand scheme of things. Providing funding to my company is the most beneficial thing you bunch are ever gonna be responsible for. Just wait and see.
End
And
log.
and
Huh.
mhm.
You wanna, ini?
The enemy.
You wanna read the story or what?
Oh, okay. I think that's fine. Okay, let's read
Panjang,
the
panjang.
story. It's not that bad,
Okay.
I think.
Let's go story time.
All
Story
right.
time.
Story time. Tales time. Let's go.
The enemy of my enemy is my co-founder.
Hmm. James Cole pulled the blinds of his office, windows shut against the early evening sun. He wore a tense and troubled face. Until this morning, he didn't have the faintest inkling a man named Arjun Batra existed, let alone had been brought on the company payroll. He sighed out through his nose and turned to lay his land hand on a thin folder lying on his desk, pulling the incriminating file towards himself to fall into an open drawer on top of a rectangular metal case. He tried to hold out hope that there had been some misunderstanding. With a resigned slump that flushed the remainder of his sigh out of him all at once, he plopped down into his chair. He pushed the desk drawer close and sat in silence, his eyes fixed and staring ahead of his empty office. He waited and he thought. As he gave it long to ponder things, the door to his office swung open. Horatio Evelar walked into the office, holding a bottle of champagne, his thick black mustache framed into a wide smile. But the optimism soon faded from his eyes as he took his old friend uneasy in mood. As a concerned frown took over his face, Horatio placed the bottle onto James' desk. I'll be Horatio. What's wrong, James? Horatio asked, hoping to brighten the atmosphere. I figured you wanted to see me to celebrate. Our sales are phenomenal so far this month. He sat slowly in a stiff black chair, sat across the business partner, who still hadn't quite seemed to register that he had entered the room. Horatio's mind analyzed the data available, eyes silently watching James' face for any clues to his thoughts. He truly had thought this would have been a pleasant meeting. All of his project has performed as expected, and the commercial application were beginning to garner the company a bit of corporate fame. Hell, even his secret new prototype was showing promise. His heart skipped a beat as he hoped secret prototype. James? James' eyes shifted their focus from nothing to something, to the man he had known since college, to the man he thought he could trust. His voice was grim, as mirthless as his face.
Horatio, I need you to tell me about Arjun Batra.
Horatio swallowed, but cold dread kept climbing his throat. Arjun is a lab assistant. I hired him a couple months ago. He's been helping out with some experiments.
Why didn't you pay him this month?
James' flat tones gave no clue to his thoughts. He is not working with us anymore. He's not trying to sue us or something, is he?
No.
James replied, with a despairing sigh. He opened his desk drawer and pulled the folder out, lying it between the two of them.
Do you know he isn't, Horatio?
He opened the folder, revealing a photograph of a wooden cargo crate with its lid torn free. Inside it, contorted and still, was the body of a young Indian man, the body of Arjun. James, it's not though it looks like he volunteered to undergo an experimental procedure to. Horatio spoke too quickly, desperate to make him understand.
An experiment that killed him. I never believed you would do something like this, Horatio. I believed in you and what you could accomplish. Hell, that's why I thought we should name the company after you. But now, Avelar is a murderer's name.
James' eyes were welling with bitter tears. I didn't kill him. He isn't dead, James. The experiment was to upload his consciousness to a machine prototype I've created. He's still alive, more than alive. He's happy in there. Horatio slammed his fist onto the desk. The loud bang would have alarmed any eavesdropper had there been any.
Horatio,
James shaking his head.
You can't really expect me to believe that. You're a goddamn genius. But you're also a goddamn idiot.
He is, though. His mind is still alive. I have the machine. It's my workshop. He's. Horatio faltered, trying to figure out how he could convince him he was telling the truth. There's a readout. If you know how to interpret it, you can get a good idea what he's thinking. I've been watching him closely since the experiment, and damn it, James, he's alive and content in there. He doesn't live in agony from a kyphoscoliosis warped spine anymore. James' face remained grim. He looked more desperate face of Horatio. Down to the pictures of Arjun's lifeless body. He made a choked sound, like he was swallowing down desire to cry out in despair. Eventually, he shook his head.
I'm sorry, Horatio. I want to believe you. I just can't. I'm sorry. I've got to take this to the police.
Horatio Avelar's eyes watered in anguish. No, James, you don't understand.
No, Horatio. I'm afraid you're the one who doesn't understand.
James stood slowly from his chair.
I suspect they'll be looking for you before long. I'll... For all time's sake, I'll tell them I don't know where you are or where you're going.
Time seemed to slow for Horatio as he watched his partner, his friend, walking towards the door to doom him, walking to doom them both, walking to doom the future of entire damn species, way against a single life. Horatio watched in shock as his hand grabbed the neck of the champagne bottle he had brought in, rising. He saw himself swing the glass bottle quickly up the desk, watch it crack against James' skull, watch the man drop to the floor, watch the blood begin to pool. When Horatio's mind started walking again, it started walking fast. Numbly, he walked around the desk, sitting in a now ownerless chair. He pulled the white anti-static glove from his pocket, slid them onto his hand. Leaning down, he opened the low desk drawer, withdrawing the typewriter with it. He sat it on his desk. His finger found the keys and moved rapidly. James.
Go aja. I,
Alright.
James Cole, being of sound mind, have realized that I must I don't know how to say that. Expiate my sins.
Sure.
I have killed a man, an immigrant who works for my company. Threatened to reveal my plans to sell my majority share of stock to an overseas buyer. As he threatened to bring this information to my business partner, Horatio Avelar, I acted in a fit of rage and utilized one of my partner's devices to deliver a powerful shock to the man's head, killing him. I put the dead body into a shipment crate, intending to send his body to a landfill to hide my crime. However, my sins are eating me from the inside, and I cannot continue to live with this weight on my soul. When Horatio came upon me, I could not bear to confess my sins and killed him with his own machine. Please forgive me.
Ooh. He left the page in the typewriter and grabbed the rectangular metal case from the top desk drawer, which was slightly ajar. Rolling his thumbs over the numbered combination lock, he paused a moment, his cold, calculating mind cracked. Combination 426. 426, his own birthday. As he opened the gun case, withdrawing the pistol he had bought for James those years ago as a graduation gift, it started to dawn on him. He had killed his best friend. Horatio ground his teeth, firmly pushing the thought to the back of the skull, to wait to be processed. Time was still very much of the essence if he was going to salvage any of the disaster. It took a lot of doing, but he pulled the body into sitting position. With a final burst of strength, he halted to its feet. They wobbled together a moment, James' body still warm against him. He pressed the tip of the barrel to the abrasion champagne bottle, had laughed. Bang! James Cole's body fell once again to the ground. Horatio's Avelar watch beep, acknowledging him that it was midnight. He didn't pay it any attention, and brought the nearly empty bottle of whiskey to his lips again, taking another deep pull. The metal folding chair he was sitting in was uncomfortable, but he didn't care. The workshop was nearly freezing, but he didn't bother to notice. He could still feel the numbness in his hand, could still feel the recoil of the gun. Could still see his face, his best friend's damnable face. He shrieked, a bitter and pain wail torn from his body. He hurled the now empty bottle to smash against one of the two nearly identical, incomplete machines he had spent the previous month building. The momentum caused him to pitch forward off the chair, falling unceremoniously to the ground. Sobs racked his body. When he managed to pull himself unsteadily to its feet, he shuffled toward a third computing machine. Though complete, it was smaller than the other two and humming slightly. He ran his hand over the metal frame, letting the smooth, slightly warm hardware soothe his mind somewhat. Arjun, my friend, still believe me, and don't you? You wouldn't turn your back on me. He studied the small numerical readout being slowly updated on the tiny digital display panel, but the numbers swam in his vision. Though whether it was liquor or his tears or both, he couldn't tell. Why did he have to fight your body? Just another few weeks and you have been ready. You could have shown him. Horatio pushed himself upright and staggered to the incomplete device. His bottle had smashed again. I built you a brain, James. A brain to keep you alive forever. Brains to keep us alive forever. The bitter twisted his face. Smile twisted his face, though his tears did not relent. What did you call it? Our undying friendship. Was what me gave me the idea, you know. He reached into the machine, gripping one of the delicate internal components, and with another pain wail he ripped it out. I'm killing him again. You know, Arjun. This was supposed to be him. He studied the small circuit board in his hand, but there isn't any him left to put into it. It's just me now. He pulled another handful of components from the machine, threw them to the ground around the machine set aside for him alone. Himself, alone. No reason to wait any longer. Damn,
Damn. All
not
right.
bad.
I got some ideas. I
All
think.
right.
Yeah, I definitely got some ideas now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gimana ya?
All right. Drawing three. First 49. 49 just a fucker. Just piece of
Yeah.
shit. All right. 49. And be like, yep. Just, it's the same. Fuck. I'm gonna put him in a microwave.
Why? What did he do to you?
I don't. Nothing. He's just a fucker. Fuck you. Also, fuck the entire population. Right. When you're right, you're right.
Eh? Oh, oh.
Make him a small herver.
Oh, you made a ini. Actually, yeah, hijau
And
ya
then
harusnya. Oh, that's true.
it's probably fine. It's a rendition. Artistic rendition. Just put a little small server.
Udah lah, hitam aja nggak apa-apa. And then he has a mouse for a hand. He's like throwing it around. It's a rollerball mouse.
Bro is literally from the 80s.
And then he's throwing his keyboard around as well. He's like angry about it.
Um, there's something I want to say. Alright, that's good. That's good. It's
Okay. It's not fine. Heck no. Darker. What are you writing? Uh,
it's uh it's Morse code.
I don't remember my Morse code though, but this is K. This is S.
Mhm. It's not.
O. This is O. K O dot S. This is not K. This is O. This is definitely O.
It's not.
Yang ini
Mm-hmm.
definitely O. Tapi I don't know what's the rest of it. I
Let's
forgot
say
my
this is.
ini
Uh,
my Morse code. I've already forgotten about it.
how do we add new layers? I can't add new layers, man.
Can you not?
Nope. Nope. It's gone. There we go. Okay. It's fuck you.
Oh, F
Yes.
U C K. Oh, this is K.
Yeah.
Y O U. Oh, okay, I see.
Yes, I use a fast. What was it? Morse code generate
Oh,
translator. Easy one, two, three.
I used to like know Morse code by heart, and then I forgot about it.
Then I forgot.
Then I forgot.
Right, next is the 49. What is 4951? It is a good story on that.
Yeah,
It's
it
a
is
fucking
good.
lap. It's a fucking laptop, honestly.
It's
Well,
like
it's a lap.
it's a bunch of ini nggak sih? It's a bunch of like random
Okay, it's
stuff.
laptop, and then it's 175.
Mm-hmm.
It's a streamer setup.
Yeah.
Okay, and okay, so a laptop, a mic, and a speaker, I guess, a blue, like a Wi-Fi speaker. Okay,
I'm gonna draw like Horatio as he was ceritanya.
all
I
right.
don't know what he would look like, but I'm just gonna guess.
The speaker, let's make it. I don't know, fucking.
He'd
It's a
have like
Bluetooth
a
speaker.
dark blue
Mm,
business tie.
let's make it a blue. Let's make it just a shitty. Just simple.
Like he's he's crying.
Yeah.
Then I need to draw James on the ground dead.
Mm. My God. 18 times. And what was it? It should be.
There we go. Horatio and his dead friend. I
And
love
mine
me
just
some
buy stock.
SCP. Welcome, Leon. We are drawing
Yo, and
SCPs.
yeah, and mine's just buy stock bottom text.
By stock bottom text. I love the bottom text.
Right. Yeah. Look, it's a speculative machine. What can you say?
Tadi
Right.
ini berapa angkanya yang pertama? What was the
The
first
first
one?
one's
8 something.
first one is 7884, I believe.
7 oh 7884. Next one is
8285.
8285. This one is
This one's
79.
79. And the third one is
Is
4951.
49551.
Mm,
Okay.
not too sure.
Not
Not
we
bad,
we,
not
we
bad.
went through 4. That's like good in it.
We,
A good amount.
we
Yeah.
are. Yes, we grinded. All right. You got anything in mind?
Uh
Let's-
apa ya in mind. Let's go to the classics. Let's go to one of the old classics, eh?
old classics,
I'm
eh?
feeling nostalgia up in this. Hmm.
Hmm. Nostalgia. What is it? I don't know.
Nostalgia 91.
All right. What do you got on 91?
Nostalgia.
Ah.
SCP 091. Object class anomalous crossed out. Safe. Hello, Fire John. Fire John. Oh, hello, Torian. Special containment procedures. SCP-91 is to be stored in a standard containment locker at site blank. When 091 is not being tested, it is to be placed under a combination lock. Since 091 has shown no signs of resistance to tearing or damage greater than that of normal cardboard, great care should be taken when transporting it to and from testing sites. During testing, no one other than the subject should view 091. Those suspected of having seen 091 are to be administered Class B amnestics immediately, and all personnel recording or images of images of in the possession of the subject, both print and digital, are to be destroyed to prevent recurrence. Description: 091 is a Scotties brand tissue box, currently empty. Immediately upon observing 091, viewers report an overwhelming sense of nostalgia. Those affected begin reminiscing about times they were near 091, major events that occurred while it was present, or people and places that somehow relate to it. 091 was originally recorded as an anomalous item and sent to Reliquary Site for 44 until one of the members of the recovery team, Assistant Researcher Blank, while viewing a recording of her wedding from 1990 Blank, noted 091 in the background of the film and noted a strong flood of nostalgic memories attached to it, including 91 at the wedding itself, 91 at the reception, and 91 during the honeymoon. A further
Huh?
interview with researcher Blank's ex-husband demonstrated that he too remembered 91 in all of those places and situations, again noting strong feelings of nostalgia and fondness for it. Further investigation found that several people who attended the wedding remember 911 being there and the emotional effect. Others were asked to describe the wedding itself without being informed of 091. In these cases, they described the scene without including 91. Until they were questioned about it directly at that time. They immediately underwent the same previously observed effect. Continued testing under other situations has continued to produce similar results. Administration of amnestics has proven ineffective at stopping the effects if the subject is allowed to view an image or recording of 91. Of note is the fact that in each recorded instance of 091, the box pictured is full of tissues. Huh.
What the fuck? What is this?
These tissues. It like
So,
inserts itself into your past? Question mark? Ini nih,
but
Scotties.
it's yeah, but it's a box of tissues. What?
Yeah, I don't understand.
I,
I mean,
me too. Oh,
I guess if you're feeling nostalgic, you buy tissues. I don't.
I guess.
I personally wouldn't do that, but okay.
Yeah. Also, limitnya 4 ini, 4 drawing. So,
For
let's make a
real?
new one. Let's make a new
Ya
one.
ampun. Bill
As
yearly.
in, yeah, as in a new canvas.
Oh yeah, sure. How do we exit?
Hopefully that,
File.
I don't know, back.
Download.
What is, let me see, what is this? This is empty, so just move it to, let's go back to the magma artworks and then just, you know. You know.
Just separate. Oh. Wait, yang tadi. Oh. Wait, what? Kok yang tadi hilang aku? I lost the. Oh, never mind. I didn't lose it. My bad.
No, you don't.
New drawing. Oh wait, this is Hammy. Let's just do it in Hammy. Kan Hammy something.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there should be more. Okay. Hamster. Alright. 91 is just a box of tissues. That's weird.
Yeah.
Okay. So to do this, that's weird. It's a weird SCP. I have an idea.
Do you?
Yeah.
Ahmad, Raffi, Dian Kusuma. Hello, welcome.
My God. Apa lu ngomongnya kayak you're crossing somebody like?
What do you mean?
I don't know. It's like the full name of person like crossing somebody. Hereby I cross sama. Dude, I was like, dude, not on street.
No, I'm not cursing it. What are you drawing?
No, trust the process.
Sure. I'm gonna draw a incorrect rectangle. Incorrect container of tissues. Scottish warna pink, ada bunga-bunganya gitu deh. Gini. Gimana sih cara gambar bunga ya? Gini. Taruh gini. Okay. And then in blue, right up here. Kecilin dikit deh.
Serius. Scottish.
Oh, kita collaboration yuk.
Hang on. No. Mine's kind of different.
No. Punya gue nanti jadi Scottishnya like it's right there gitu. And like it's
no, I mean, no, you don't see my vision.
Oh, sticks! I actually don't. That's so genius. I actually
Yeah,
don't see the
yeah.
vision. My bad, my bad. My dumb ass. That's a beautiful. That's so beautiful.
Yes.
Aduh, aduh, aduh.
Now I remember. Yeah, I'm marrying you.
I
Yeah, the
remember,
Scotty.
yeah, and then the tissues, and then the box of
Yes. And then
tissues.
yeah, I'm wearing the box of tissue. Of course.
Of course, it all makes sense.
That makes sense now.
Oh, the box is
Okay,
blue.
let's save that. And then the tissues are full. Okay. Much.
Yeah, the tissues are full. Kalau ini.
This.
Hmm, 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 hmm.
There's a hole.
Oh yeah, you depict the full one. I depict the empty one.
Yes. So fucking stupid. And
Uh,
then hot flowers and flowers.
empty. What was this? 91, yeah.
91. Very nostalgic somehow.
Yeah, I feel a lot of nostalgia. Oh,
I did. Oh, yeah, I remember him. He. I remember him on my school time.
bruh. Kayaknya aku les bareng dia deh.
I mean, man. Hell yeah.
I clearly did in fact did not see your ini your apa namanya your your vision. Itu apaan? Is that the dude's hair?
Yes. Yes. Is a. I don't know. You got something going on.
You got something going on.
It
Clearly,
is
clearly.
clear.
I mean, it's a great hairdo. Don't get me wrong. I guess.
This looks like a slug. Hang on.
Uh-huh. Itu apaan?
I don't know.
Why does it look
Hell
like
yeah,
a?
look at
Why does
this.
it look like a creature eating his head?
Probably is.
Yeah, it's like a slug.
Okay, Zach. Okay. Okay, definitely. You don't see the vision. Yes.
Damn, your wife hella hot, man.
Damn, that shit hot. Oh God, that's nice. That's nice. So let's label this one 8005. Close enough. All right, what's next? Let me see what I have.
Apa?
Oh, I think this one's interesting. 27, what is it? 2718. I think that's right.
718.
Yeah.
Ini,
Yep.
what
Okay.
happens after?
Yes.
Okay. Why don't you... Oh,
Mer-
kok ganti-ganti namanya? Okay.
Yes, that. SCP 2718. Item 2018. Object class. Catastrophic abort at D09E2AD9. Handle not found. Special content procedure. S2718 is a Damarung class cognito hazard. All personnel, regardless of clearance, are forbidden to expose themselves to the description of this article under any circumstances. Do not tamper with this warning without Damarung clearance. Do not discuss the existence of this article with any person. No disciplinary action will be necessary, provided you close this article now and clear your browser cache. A typical software measure has been used to mitigate the risk of accidental exposure. It is only by an unfortunate coincidence of the extremely low probability that you have stumbled across this entry at all. No disciplinary action will be necessary, provided you close the article now and clear your browser cache. Since creation, only the special content procedure section of this record has ever been editable due to the clearance of the file's original author and anomalous database limitation in effect. This record can neither be deleted nor effectively redacted. Access restriction cannot be applied to any data in a reliable way. Of course, access restriction can be still enforced. It is now too late to close this article. Do not discuss the existence of this article with any person. Notify the help desk that your workstation has a damper contamination, shut off your monitor, and seek immediate amnestic treatment. The following condition shall constitute a breach: exposure to any of the description, however briefly, fail to close this article within 18 seconds of exposure without code word clearance, shut off your monitor now, notify the breacher that you and your workstation have damper contamination, await MTF process. Ooh.
You are sub
Damper eyes only.
you are
What is
subject
this?
to summary termination by Trinitite class medic if you proceed past this point. Damerung eyes only.
Yeah.
Wait,
Damper eyes only.
bedanya sama yang... Whoa, what the hell?
What's up? There's a lot.
No, dia di Damerung eyes only yang di bawah, it like went wobbly. Okay. Do we... Okay, start from the top
Are you?
aja ya. Sorry.
Yeah. All right. Are you like surprised? Okay.
Yeah, I am.
Agent instruction. The breach to which you are responding has been mostly contained by an automated system, and containment will be complete when you restart this terminal. However, your orders are to attempt to improve the containment procedure by any means possible within the time allotted to you. You have been temporarily granted administrative network access from this terminal. Use any resources you deem necessary to fulfill your mission, but do not expose yourself to the cognito hazard in the description. The following technical details will help you in your task. As noted above, this article ignores the delete command. It cannot be extricated from the database without extensive collateral corruption of other critical systems. Instead, the containment strategy is to minimize the probability of user discovering this entry by chance. To this end, an unheld-level mainframe process ID 900000013 repeatedly switches the ordinary destination of this article with that or another random selected entry. Normally, when the two article numbers are exchanged for administrative purposes, the true entries disappear from index momentarily. A kernel exploit of process Eradom23 allows us to delay completion of the subroutine by deeply recursing the arbitrary numbering with an intentionally terrible algorithm, currently bubble sort, stir sort, bogo sort, against a known craft stack in extended memory until the thread aborts catastrophically. The index swap completes, the process restarts. This artificially insert delay in the order of 10 to the power of 17 clock cycles between visibility, when a link to the article becomes momentarily visible and accessible from the article index before the process repeats. Breach will only occur with unlikely event that the user with the index privilege loads the main list at precisely the correct moment and, despite need to know best practices, follows the link to this entry.
Red? Hello? Red? Did you get blasted? Red, hello?
I'm
Red. Oh.
I just lost.
Your internet died, I think.
Probably.
Are you good? Question mark? Tadi udah sampai mana? Sorry. Red?
Hello?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Okay, am I back?
Yeah, I think you are.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Tadi baru sampai ini.
Internet.
Like...
Alright. Breach. Breach will only occur in an unlikely event that the user with index privileges loads the main list at precisely the correct moment and, despite need to know best practices, follow the link to this entry, ignores the warning, and read past the first paragraph. The intervals between visibility and the terminal will finite. On average, the interval will grow larger by the order of O times to the n to the power of 2 as the number of available articles grows, but shorter as the mainframe hot swappable processor increases in flocks. This not just gravely serious side effect, the SCP article randomly selected to the swap also disappears from the list for the same period of time, until reappearing under a new ID. While O5 has authorized this terminal effect as acceptable consequence of containment, you are ordered not to verify through chain of command, as no other living person is currently aware that this article, this process, or this authorization exists. If all is required, an inline O5 authorization of this order follows. End of authorization block. You're subject to termination, blah, 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 blah. All right, Damrong eyes only. Bottom one is. Okay, how do you click this?
No. You go bawah, ke bawah aja.
Yes. Okay. Editors. Okay. Yeah. I mean,
Hmm.
let's see. Okay. Editor's note. I had to throw that kill sprite together in a hurry. I think the image doesn't load.
Oh, okay.
Okay. But okay. Together in a hurry, the one constructed and installed by my predecessor was clearly defective. Instead of a donkey kick I expect from the standard inoculous interdiction, I barely registered minor eye strain. Of course, under these circumstances, I suppose we're limited, aren't we? To contaminated workstation and barely adequate tools. Anyway, if it survived that mimetic, hopefully it's because you have a code word clearance, and not because I didn't get it right either. In that case, you're probably boned pretty bad, and I apologize for not killing you in time. Oh, so it's a kill hazard. Okay.
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
Uh, okay. Fucking failure. But cut me some slack. When we looked them up 90 minutes ago, the only procedure for discover rate randomly selects one mainframe qualified coder from the experimental container research group with level 3 clearance, supply the designee with a behemoth class amnestic, and dispatch them to the affected terminal. They will find instruction there. If they fail to complete the task within 2 hours, or if upon return they can remember the year of name of the current US president, terminate. And guess what? That's a pretty small subset to the person I'll choose randomly from. Well, Spock smashes scissor, but paper destroys Spock. So, in return for the containment duty, I get to blow a sizable chunk of my life out of my skull. At least I won't have to remember them processing the Looky Loo who caused this breach. Assuming you're ECRG and me, you never have heard of Damarung before today, here's what I can tell you. From the look of the source code comments, you're probably the fourth or fifth to respond to this thing since inception. I made a couple of minor edits to the documentation above, but mostly spent my time trying to slow the algorithm with the worst pattern I could think of. In the end, I was only to de-optimize the existing recursion by the factor of 2. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about underlying hardware or how often users fall unfamiliar links from the main list to guess how much difference that makes. I'm sure on first implementation they thought they had 5, maybe 10 years in breaches, but I know for a fact they've introduced at least one quantum processor to the grid, which will deprecate will approach faster than you can say redacted. Hopefully you get a better idea of the slower algo than I or at least last treated. Maybe I'll get to quantum bogusort or the article numbers on this hardware that might be technically an XK algorithm and therefore forbidden. I don't know. I've used most of my time already, and I can resist another recompile in a few minutes remaining before I have to commit these changes and wash down the stick of dynamite with warm backwash Mountain Dew. And result. P.S. I guess thinking my brain was hosted either way, so what the hell? I don't know why, but I just want to figure I did. Couldn't help myself, really. Resist the urge. It's clearly a fridge class cognito hazard and starting to sink in, so force field better work right quick. Description. Play? Oh, God.
Oh, you want me to read this one? I'll read this one. Kan ada coughing gitu.
No. No, it's fine. I'll
Okay.
read it. Begin recording. There you go, madam. This interpreter's new technology will allow you to forego use of a keyboard for article reason. To speak naturally into the microphone. And we can go back and revise any errors you have finished. You have finished. I don't think so, young man. There won't be time.
I'll be the other person, you be the ma'am.
I'll be the man. Okay.
Nah.
I don't think so, young man. There won't be time. This is also a permanent record, access restricted, to L3s and up, can prevent anyone from tampering with its entry later.
Anyone, ma'am?
Anyone and everyone, you understand me. If there is ever but one article left in the database, this had better be it.
Well, I'm not senior enough to select the most appropriate technique to accomplish that. Maybe if we got Gepard involved.
Well, I'm not senior. I want you to make an executive decision. I'm confident in your ability. We cannot delay.
Okay. There is a mechanism I could take advantage of. It's actually designed to protect against anomalous data corruption, but it would have the effect you're looking for. If you're certain, ma'am, I could make this section of the article right once and splice it into the database runtime. However, that means no editing whatsoever will be possible. If you misspeak, you'll just have to clarify and keep going.
Very well, do so. Fortunately, I'm a world-class dictator.
For the degree of security you have in mind, ma'am, I'll need to borrow your credential token. Thank you. One moment, please. There, that's done it.
You've been very helpful. That will be all. For your own safety, I'm ordering you to obtain amnestic treatment as soon as possible. Enough to forget this entire morning. Do you understand?
I do.
Good. You will likely be subjected to enhanced interrogation within a day or two. It will go easier for you if you have no memory of this.
Oh boy.
As a little token of gratitude for your loyalty, why don't you hold on to those credentials? I will be needing them. If you act quickly, I suspect you can think of a way to put them to good use before they are revoked and you're detained.
Yes, ma'am.
Now go. I foresee that you have a fine career ahead of you. We will not speak again.
Thank you, ma'am. Goodbye. Door opening, door closing.
My name is Miriam Prater. I have been 057 for 77 years. I will remain so for perhaps 7 minutes more, and that is not enough time to devise adequate special containment procedure myself. I leave that to you. Over the course of my tenure, I have witnessed 19 distinct anomalous methods to restore life. The devices and entities responsible are vastly different forms. When you look past the science, the magic, the razzle dazzle, there are fundamentally two broad or simple categories. The first type is replication, whereby a clone, simulacrum, or other copy is made of subject's mind and body as it existed at some point during life. The second sort is temporal, where the approach space-time paths of the subject constituent particles are reversed, and events literally undone, until the subject is restored to a functional state. These two categories have crucial commonality. The restored individual has no memory or experience of death. To put it another way, despite 2.4 million years of hominid speculation, Foundation records contain no reliable first-hand testimony regarding what happened to us after we die. We have other sources of information naturally, but in light recent events, I believe that SCPs we have integrated in this topic over the years are guilty of either ignorance or deceit. For you see, we invented an exception. 6 months ago, we resurrected Roger Sheldon, formerly 0511, with a novel procedure. The theoretical groundwork had existed for some time, but for litany reason, the complexity of the process, the technical skill required, the systematic risk, not to mention the enormous costs, only the rest need justified the attempt. At 73, Roger was the youngest overseer when he died. He had two habits that were peculiar for an O5,
Uh, Red, can you stop for a bit? You're really lagging.
Rocky Fuck
How about you
me.
try disconnecting and reconnecting again? Red?
Uh,
Red? You good, buddy? Oh, your stream crashed. Egads. Uh, let me, hello? Oh, um, okay, chat. Uh, while we, wait for Red. Maybe I can take over a bit. Okay, tadi sampai mana ya dia? 6 months ago, we resurrected Roger Sheldon, formerly 0511, with a novel procedure. The theoretical groundwork had existed for some time, but for a litany of reasons, the complexity of the process, the technical skill required, systematic risk, not to mention the enormous cost, only the rest need justified the attempt. At 73, Roger was the youngest overseer when he died. He had two habits that were peculiar for an O5, only marginally tolerated by the rest of us at the time, and now forbidden. The first was an obstinate refusal to fortify, as we call it, to enhance his longevity with the supplements available to those of our station. The second was a penchant for taking his holidays unannounced and in utter solitude. When a stroke ended him 18 years ago, he was perched on a rocky promontory above marine iguana nesting grounds on Espanola Island. On Espanola Island. I think his laptop died. Yeah, nggak apa-apa. It took 14 years to find his remains.
Bastard.
We would not
God.
have gone on looking. Oh, you're back?
Fucking bastard. My internet fucking died.
Your internet
I
died.
hate that.
Oh my god. Is it back on?
No, it's on already.
Okay.
Oh man, okay. My stream split into two. God.
Oof. Tadi aku agak lanjut sedikit, sorry.
It was the stroke, I guess, from the last. Let me restart my music. Right. Where was I? Okay. At 73, youngest around. Okay. Second was Perchan talking his holiday unannounced on an utter solitude. When a stroke take when a stroke ended his house at Espanola Island. He died. It took 14 years to find his remains. He would not have gone on looking for so long, but for two reasons. Capon is a person, a certain key, on which I shall say no more, except that he could not be allowed to stay lost, that he held in his brain a secret word without which we could not replace him. The alternating Galapagos rains and bright sun, and perhaps hawks had reduced him to moldering ruins of bones fragment, and only stubbornness anew. The recovery crew used brooms and bags to collect as much as him remained. The artifact was retrieved, to our relief, but we were still faced with the daunting task of extracting his shibboleth. With so original material to work with, none of the time-tested method of recovery were feasible. It distressed me to say this but it is unlikely that any records of our methodology will survive the impending purge. Suffice to say that having gathered his diaspora, we set out to construct a quantum approximation of him, physically, chemically, electrically, with sufficient accuracy that his heart would resume its beat, his synapses would fire, and his mouth would move it briefly. As we record but one iota of information from him, we hope, at best, they would survive long enough to provide it, and simply expire again. However, as is so often the case, we did outdid ourselves. All the king's horses and all the king's men could indeed put him back together again. Roger was perfectly reanimated. He emerged from his cocoon looking a bit younger, healthier than my last memories of him. He sobbed uncontrollably for some time, unresponsive to any stimuli. Yet after about half an hour he relaxed. His expression suddenly turned utter serenity, as he spoke two unintelligible but clearly joyous words. He was swiftly interrogated, but responded to our questioning with candor, enthusiasm, and an unmistakable relief. We kept him under quarantine in containment unit for 30 days. He offered no objection and cooperated completely. He behaved as any of us might under the circumstances, and in the end, after some light debate, we unanimously restored him to office. We were the ones who made him after all, and wouldn't each of us expect the same? He rewarded our hubris by resuming his duties with inspired vigor, consistently displaying deeper insight and wisdom than ever before. In particular, we welcomed some of the changes to his habits. As soon as the rest of us allowed it, he began regular fortification treatments for the first time. He appointed sensible entourage of medical staff and bodyguards that were never far from his person. Previously, empathy for his fellow men has never been his strong suit, yet suddenly he displayed renewed interest in safety of our containment protocols. He had the benefits of Foundation employees and a profound distaste for the sacrifice of D-Class. Under circumstances, none of this would struck us as particularly alarming behavior, but it should have. He has concealed the crux of it from us all, you see. First, naturally, in our initial interrogation, we asked him if any fragments of memory of the afterlife. He claimed to recall nothing, exactly as everyone always does, and defeated our polygraphs completely. Yeah. Let me take a drink.
Okay.
He approached me first about 2 months ago. He asked if, in his absence, we'd obtain any pieces, which I shouldn't have to point out, not our term of art, capable sustaining life indefinitely. While breathtaking longevity is now within our powers, it may surprise you to learn that immortality is not. And our best theoreticians have recently posited that it will never be attainable. The resurrection we can accomplish, even his, cannot be repeated more than once or twice. Sapient life is necessarily intertwined with quantum uncertainty. Localize a particle with perfect precision, and it attains infinitely uncertain momentum, lost in an instant. Just so, the longer and the more tightly consciousness is bound to a specific vessel, the more likely it will scatter irretrievably on its own, regardless of science, magic, or razzle dazzle. You, your children, or your great great grandchildren will one day assuredly die and stay dead. His disappointment at this theorem was palpable, and I experienced a moment of discomfort as a reaction. Not a week later, O5 2 received a word of severe breach of protocol. Roger, or rather O511, has initiated direct contact with APE and containment. For you, L3s, our ape skips are apex tier pluripotent entities. I imagine you can work out the euphemism. We kept our initial investment off the books. He'd been clever in covering its tracks. There was no breach alarm, no record of encountering any luck, but one of Skip's guard failed a random amnestic test, to his dismay, and there was trail enough on which to set our bloodhounds. We couldn't prove it, but imagine he risked exposure to Skip to offer some kind of deal. This could not stand, as two of his oldest comrades today, 052 and I, confronted him privately. He caught us off guard, for he confessed everything and begged us for help. I surreptitiously recorded his plea as a precaution. It is easiest if I simply replay it for you now.
I dared not speak of this at first. You'd never have let me out of containment. The truth is, I was aware of all of it. I suppose there was a sweet oblivion, like deep sleep, at first. But in retrospect, I think it was no more than a day. Slowly, but unmistakably, I reoccupied my corpse with dreamlike consciousness. Numb for the first merciful hours. Blind, deaf, and immobile. But then I seemed to reconnect every nerve and became aware of every sensation. More so than I ever was in life. I perceived myself trapped within an immovable object, and the intensity of the struggle amplified, subtle, then acute, then raking. I cannot describe it completely, but imagine holding your breath beyond urge, beyond pain, beyond desperation, head throbbing and eyes bulging, a dream of suffocation without end. My skin was blistered and split in the sunlight. Biting insects descended rapidly. I felt eggs hatch, larvae crawl, gases build up and burst within me, individual cells rupturing, interstitial fluids soaring and blackening. Somehow, my capacity to experience and store these sensations grew, even as I was keenly aware of my cerebrum being scattered and devoured. My perception expanded into the gizzards of birds and the depths of fire ant dens. I was aware of every fingernail and strand of hair that pulled away in the wind, and my sensation clung to them as they settled in the ocean and dissolved into the maws of a trillion diatoms. I don't understand it. The more bits of me there were, and the larger my capacity for the perception of pain. As I decayed into pieces smaller than living nerves could possibly distinguish, the character of the discomfort changed. From burning and aching and breaking, I might relate to you in human terms, to something worse that I cannot fully articulate. A terrible, maddening stretching of every part of myself from every other part. Humans often numb to chronic pains in life, do they not? Yet every year, every month, every second that passed, I swear it only intensified over time. In my previous life, I ruminated on heaven and hell, and the likelihood of experiencing one, the other, or something in between. As terrible as I imagined the torpor of heaven or the torments of hell to be, this was entirely different from either. In hell, at least, there will sure be a tormentor, some memory of my deeds, some sense of justice. Even if my soul rejects his logic, I can imagine some comfort in hell for a mind such as mine. I do not think this is a punishment. I do not think it is caused. I deeply suspect it is simply our condition, our nature to go on this way. Do you see? And all that time I was certainly, absolutely, totally alone, and before long all memory of life had shriveled to a cinder, lost beneath my interminable anguish. Alive again, I suspect I cannot quite recall the worst of it. as if my living brain is too small for the experience. As overseers, we witness, inflict, or endure great suffering, yet what awaits us all is worse. The way an earache is worse than a bee sting, the way frostbite is worse than a burn. I was dead for 18 years, and my misery eludes description. Dare we try to fathom the collective agony of legions of ancient dead? Believe this, I will not return to that execrable existence. Not 100 years from now, not ever. Yes, I approached Ahriman for help. I am sure he could extend us all if he wished. I offered him great concessions from the Foundation, even perhaps reliefs. But he laughed and refused, yet I can think of others willing to trade on a smaller scale, though the price may be nearly as no. Nothing compares. Anything is better so long as it is forever. Do you believe me? Will you join me? And together escape this fate? Please!
Okay, before, my fucking internet. Help! Help!
Oh, did you die, did it?
Hello?
Yeah?
Hello, am I still alive?
You are?
Okay. I'm using... I think my voice is worse, I believe. Yeah, because I'm using... fucking shitty internet. I'm using my phone. Okay,
Oh,
let's try.
masih ada sih, lancar-lancar aja. Aman kok.
Okay. Alright, let me continue. We were dumbfounded and suddenly sympathetic, and an instant later, fearful. I can't remember the last time I felt my heart race so. We do not operate in a vacuum. A revelation of this magnitude must be brought before the Council for consideration. He was slow to admit his deception before he disassembled Council, but he was clearly desperate for action as well. We prevailed upon him to call an immediate emergency session in teleconference. I knew anything less would constitute treachery. Still, as the three of us hurried to the conference room Alpha, I suddenly found myself harboring subtle thoughts of, and so he gave his testimony again, nearly as frank and purpley prosaic before, but the debate that unfolded in the wake of it, I've never witnessed anything with it like it. There were mostly skeptical voices at first, calm, concerned, and thoughtful. However, 058, whose face had grown increasingly pale as she listened to him, was suddenly passionate, advocate for action. We must declare human death a Keter SCP, she demanded, and contain it at any cost. That's absurdly garnered an uproar, of course, but Roger had himself a sure ally now, and spurred him on, shouting over others even darker details of the intensity of his perennial excruciating imagery I cannot repeat, sensation I must not contemplate. I'm feeling lightheaded. 052, as a moderate influence, suggested we recess and collect ourselves. When 3 suddenly moved that we order immediate systematic termination of dangerous skips to better protect ourselves and others. 056 consented. But before it could be put a vote, 13 suddenly clutched his chest in proximal pain and being evaluated by his medical technician when his feet abruptly cut up. As the fracas to boil, it was 10. I think he was next convinced. Oh, is belief tricky? It doesn't matter. At any rate, 10 started pounding a shoe on the table, hollering we must dig a channel from the Astron Spring to Mediterranean Sea to fortify all of mankind. That was enough. Suddenly, 5-1 muted us all and stood, red face shaking.
Oh, you want me to ini? B051? Oh.
Yeah, go for it.
Regardless of the truth of 0511's experience. Oh, it's a she, my bad. Regardless of the truth of 0511's experience, it is plain that we have lost all reason. There is only one possible explanation for this. Therefore, I am declaring Emergency Protocol 17. Remain where you are. We shall all be administered Class A amnestics, except you, Roger. We made a grave error releasing you from containment, and it will be corrected.
She pointed at her administrative assistant to act, but before he could lock down the conference room from which 2, 11, and I were dialed in, Roger had bolted out the door. I was after him in an instant, and nearly crushed by a bulkhead as it slammed into place. I know how to stop him, I think. And now I was outside the safe room too, but he was already out of sight. Superlative idiot. They couldn't see me, couldn't hear me, they couldn't know that I were back in, how badly I wanted to breathe the red gas that surely already steaming the room on the other side. One instant of poor judgment and my fate is sealed. And now I know what's in store. What was left to do? I ran to the help desk. Alpanave, therefore this, my final act. I love the Foundation, as I would have loved a daughter. I do this for the security protection of mankind, and so, I beg you, this gnosis must not be erased, forgotten. That is not containment, that is madness. Bring us back, get us out. I'm so frightened. What's wrong with me? Door bursting open, automatic gunfire from three distinct sources.
Clear! Clear! Clear. God damn this job. Back that Oscar quickly, Sergeant. You still have one to go.
Side breach alarm sounds.
What now, Specialist? Talk to me. Sir, I'm getting a report of a keter breach in the AR2 compound. Oh, hell. Two rogue Oscars, and now on top of it, the old man is on the loose. This is shit sandwich, sir. Contain that chatter, Sergeant. Stand by, sir. Negative on 106 escaping. Sir, I'm getting details. Say again, please? It's the other way around. The other Oscar. He went in. Sir, he went in. The hell he did. They have visual confirmation, sir. Please dictate we treat him as KIA. Specialist, I know. Let's finish here, then. Sir, this Oscar had the recording equipment here. It's still running. For the love of... Shut it down, Sergeant. Shut it down now. Specialist, get an audio hazard thing down here on the dub. Boop.
In a recording.
Huh.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Hang on, let me try again to switch into my main wife. Nope, my main wife is not even here. God damn it. Okay. Shitty Wi-Fi. I think my stream is having like 2 kilobytes per second. Oh my god. Alright, if I put it here, nope, that's forced. Okay.
So this is about death.
Yeah, it's about that.
Hmm.
Yeah, from what I could assume, although it's about the truth of death, which uh, from what I don't know, not a lot here to be honest. It's just that death is not the end, as in, well,
Yeah.
literally not the end because you continue on living in a technical term,
Uh-huh.
in a literal term actually, which is fucking scary, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hmm. Yep, draw. What the fuck are we drawing with this?
Aduh, ya susah ya. I think I'm gonna draw ini deh.
Hmm.
The apa namanya? The I think I'm gonna draw Miss 05 berapa? 7. I'm gonna draw Miss 05
Oh
7.
five,
Uh,
oh
oh.
five seven. Oh yeah. I'm gonna draw. Let me see what I draw. I have an idea.
Hmm.
Damn it.
Bayangin ini mic ya.
Yep. Okay, should be back on. Please. Am I back? Okay.
Are you back?
Shit.
And drawing hair is hard. Okay.
Dying over here. Alright. Should be back. My stream is struggling, but at this point, couldn't care less. Anyways, let's see.
And then let me draw ini. Apa?
Alright, this is, I think, oh man, I restarted again. My god. Yeah, that's fair enough. Oh, free stream part, I guess.
Fire!
No,
Well,
never mind. So connected.
she accepts her
Well,
fate.
literally me.
She accepts her fate.
This is literally me. Literally. I mean, it's literally like the continuation of life at part of death. Like,
Yeah.
damn. Can you imagine that? Like, you're like, okay, I'm done. Like, as in,
Okay, I'm
done being alive. I'm like, yep. And then we're like, no, you're not finished yet. And then literally dying as if everything was fucking locked out of your bodies.
That would be hell.
That would be hell.
Fire! Well.
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 That was a fun show. And look at that. Literally me.
Literally me. How many SCPs did we do today?
Yeah.
1, 2,
This is
3,
the
4, 5,
sixth
6.
one.
Yeah, we did 6. I think that's enough for today though. 2 hours
Yes.
stream. Yeah.
Short one.
Yeah, it wasn't.
We like those.
I will download all of these and inshallah. I will download all of these images and upload them to both my Twitter and Bluesky. I'll like make a thread. I'll make a thread.
Yeah, yes.
All right. I think that's been it for weekly file declassification. So, researcher Red, do you have anything to say before we end this recording?
I don't know. I see a interesting hawk yesterday. That's all I can say to this.
Interesting what?
Interesting hawk, like a bird.
A hawk? Only one of them.
Yeah.
You only saw one hawk.
Yeah, singular hawk. Yeah, a singular hawk.
Okay. Okay.
That's something of note I can say, but nothing else because the work condition here doesn't really put much, to be honest. So
I see.
a single hawk is all I can see. So
Okay.
yeah.
Well, uh, I don't think I have anything to say other than yeah. Going out of character though, aku uh, Kamis I have a collab and Friday as well I think. So yeah,
Mm.
that's all from me and
Mm.
maybe me and Professor Red we can collab again yeah sometime this week. Wink wink.
Hopefully. I
Hopefully.
mean, depends apa.
Yeah, depends.
I'm I am pretty free now because a lot of my D&D sessions are either been canceled or finished. So
Okay.
yeah, that's from me. To be honest. So I'm kind of a goodie, as in alrighty.
Okay. Anyone that's coming from my stream, that's in my stream right now, go ahead and go over to Red's channel. I put Red's channel in the description. Go to Red's Twitter. Follow Red. And
Mm-hmm.
apa namanya? We will be collabing more in the future. Hopefully, yeah, hopefully. I think that's it for
Yes, yes.
weekly file declassification. I'll see you guys next week. Same time, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Same time next week.
Same
Uh,
time next week. Totally.
bye bye. Good night.
Goodbye.